Hello and welcome to India Today. This is Hesha Chimah, and joining me here for a conversation is the cast of Munjya. There's Mona Singh, Sharvari, and of course Abhay Verma. Hello guys, thank you so much for moving time.
Thank you for having us. Thank you.
Of course, absolutely. I'm going to start this conversation on a much lighter note, since I want to know how far would each one of you all go for love, since Munjya is going all the way out for love. So I really want to start off by knowing how far would individually as people you all would go for love. Abhay, go first.
Oh, I think love, I feel, is the strongest emotion. If someone's loved, even like Ranbir Kapoor said in one interview, water tastes like sharbat, and violins actually start to play, and the hair goes behind. So, love is actually a very divine and very it's the most supreme feeling ever. And my inspiration of love is actually Munjya. Because
वापस आ जाओगे आप भूत बन के
and मरने के बाद भी if he's not getting out of the love which he has for Munni, I think that's some inspiration that us as young this generation should take.
Great. So you're believing in haunting love. Lovely, lovely.
Yeah.
I'm getting it. Haunting love. इधर मैं आके haunt करूँगा वापस. Fab.
Haunting is better than ghosting, I guess.
Oh,
nice.
That
was a good
That was a very good one.
Yes,
Love it.
नहीं
निकला. It's a Abhay original, I feel.
Yeah, right.
Great. Love
I
it.
really like that
As
line.
original as Munjya.
Love it, love it. Sharvari, what about you? How far would you go for love?
How far would I go for love? I'm a person who loves with all my heart or not. There is no in between for me. So I think I would go as far as possible, continents and seas and oceans apart for love.
Lovely, like it. It's
I think like universes also, now that like things are like films are being made like multi-universes and all, you never know.
Whoa.
Intergalactic.
Right.
Oh damn, crazy. Are we seeing a universe here also? You never know. There's three, there's Bhediya, there's Munjya, kya pata? We're just hoping. Ho sakta hai.
हो सकता है.
Right.
Mona, what about you? How far would you go for love?
You see, it is the strongest and the purest emotion. So, and I'm a hardcore romantic. So for me, I would go to any lengths for love. Any lengths, as long as my self-respect and dignity is not going for a toss.
Yeah, true. I think our generation is still intact about love and all, because the other ones are only thinking about situationships and things which I don't resonate with.
Even I don't resonate.
Yeah,
with
मुझे
that,
मोहब्बत वाला love चाहिए. Maybe Munjya love.
Maybe
I would totally do that. I'm with you.
Munjya love. I love the title.
Yeah,
The Munjya
it's
love.
the Munjya love.
You rather haunt
you
than
for love.
ghost.
Yeah.
Like there's a Be-Intaha Mohabbat, now we'll do a Munjya
Munjya
Mohabbat.
love. Haunting is better than ghosting. To the new
Mohabbat.
generation. Love it.
Munjya wala love.
I have a very good singing debut happening of yours also on India Today right now. Congratulations. But Abhay, I actually have to circle back and ask you this question. When Stree happened, it definitely shaped Rajkumar's career, and of course even Shraddha Kapoor in so many ways. It changed the content narrative of how we were looking at horror comedies, and of course what a massive hit it was. Munjya is coming from the makers of Stree and you're a part of it. When you were offered that, did you have these dialogues in your head like, oh my god, I'm doing this, maybe this could be that project for me, and you'd get that validation and recognition that you probably, I think every actor hopes and wants?
Oh wow, thank you for asking that first of all. So I belong from a very small town called Panipat in Haryana, and I've been dreaming about pursuing acting since almost 13 years for now. And so every single day that I've lived is honestly one or the other thought has been about acting or making it to there. And coming to this Mahanagari called Mumbai, so यहाँ पर even the smallest opportunity feels like the biggest, and there's only magic that happens in this city. And I'm really very thankful that I've been blessed with these opportunities, and I've been blessed with getting the opportunity to work with such makers who has created history. And Munjya is one such opportunity which really feels too good to be true, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, when I first entered Maddox's office, it actually felt like, okay, Abhay Verma, you are from Panipat and you are actually entering a production house who's giving you an opportunity which, could be a very...
A game changer.
Yeah, it could be a game changer. Or, if I may say so, it is the game for me. So, Munjya felt like that. And trusting me, who has very little experience with such big opportunity, it really feels like Matlab, it still is giving me chills
Yeah.
that I'm able to sit here with Moona ma'am and Sharvari talking about my film and just saying stuff and you listening to me. So it really means like it's too good to be true moments happening for me, and I think I'll take some more time to just take it in, and just someone will have to pinch me and shake me from time to time कि भाई ये हुआ है तेरी life में.
Release हो जाएगा वो shake.
100%,
Like 7 June, yeah, we're there.
No, of course.
Great,
But the trust
great.
in
Yeah.
the trust which creators like Dinesh Vijan and Pooja Vijan, they have shown towards me, it's far more beyond anything for me now.
But you are very, very talented, and you should know that.
Thank you.
And hence the trust.
Thank you.
Trust
thank
me.
You. Thank
Oh.
you so
Yeah.
much, man.
So
Yeah.
sweet, yeah.
No, he is very, very good. He is.
Thank
You know, Sharvari, coming to you, I feel you've also cultivated this knowledge about movies and acting because you've been on so many film sets, right? Tell me, if you had to sort of pat on your back and say that this is an edge that I have right now, as far as I'm going to map my career out, what would that one thing be? And be honest, because women sometimes tend to not give them a little bit of a credit that we do need. Yeah, do that for yourself.
Okay. Oh, wow. I got it.
Yeah, you worked hard, you've been there. Why not? Talk about it.
course.
How you cultivated this knowledge through your journey? Tell me that.
I mean, honestly, like Abhay said, I don't come from a film family myself, and I started off my journey auditioning for many years, actually around like 8-9 years. I was assisting, and I was trying to learn as much as I could, and I would give assisting just as much credit as I would to being in front of the camera, because it really has helped me. I'm of course one film old, which was Bunty Aur Bubbly 2, and now with something like Munjya, I think that one thing I feel is the fact that I have been given an opportunity to be a part of these big universes, like the horror comedy universe of Mad Dog by Dinesh Vijan, a spy universe that is from Adi Chopra at YRF. I think that for someone who's so new and just one film old, for them to believe that I can shoulder in such kind of projects puts tremendous responsibility on me, but I really feel that I manifested it. I really feel that I always wanted it, and I went and I got it.
Yay! More power to you, girl. More power to you.
power.
Exactly,
All the
more
time.
power.
Yeah.
I love the song also, by the
Thank
way.
you.
I was just like, ये hook step मुझसे तो नहीं हो पाएगा. जाने देती हूँ. Let me put it behind and just watch her only do it. Otherwise, 4-5 people would have been like, come on, Sharvari, let's make the reel. I'm like, no, I can't.
Aw, thank you
But
so
you killed
much.
it.
Thank you.
Mona, you know how much I love you. Goes without saying. I'm a fan.
Thank
I'm somebody
you.
who adores your work. I'm somebody who's tracked your journey as well. What I want to ask you today is, in an industry that competitive as it is, you've been a part of it through various streaming platforms. You did not stick to one, and you've sort of successfully managed to do that. 2 questions. Ever was there a moment where you felt that there was fear as to what next I'm going to do professionally? Was there complacency that also sort of sunk in and you were like, oh my God, this is getting too much? And if any of this has happened, how did you navigate and come out of that to be where you are today?
See, my biggest fear was after Jassi. That now what? So I knew one thing for sure, that I could not have jumped into another daily soap, because I knew one thing for sure, that everything would be compared to Jassi.
Yeah.
And because it was so big and massive and people loved it, I decided to take a break from TV serials. There was nobody to guide me, and like them, I also had nobody from the industry.
Yeah.
Whatever I am today, I'm on my own. So I didn't know what was the next thing to do. So yeah, that phase was pretty tricky, and I was a little scared about my next choice, my next show. So that was the time I started, hosting shows. I started participating in shows. I was like, let me try.
Yeah.
I've not done this, I've not done this, let me try. And I think at that point of time, I started to realize that it is very important for an actor to keep trying different things.
Yeah.
Now, whether you fail or you succeed, that's a different story altogether. But
Yeah.
at least you try.
Yeah.
And then you figure out things about yourself, your own personality in front of the camera.
Yeah.
So that's what I kept doing. I just kept going with the flow without making any plans. All I knew is that I'm never going to repeat what I've already done. And I'm never going to walk the, the conventional path. Never going to do that.
Yeah.
So that's why I never got into the rigmarole of, Saas Bahu sagas. It was very easy to fall into that trap to make money.
Yeah.
I didn't want to do that. So then the next one was fear and what was your question?
How did you navigate through? I think you
How
just
did I
said that.
navigate
Yeah.
was through this, you know, my own choices, taking my own time. Then there was a time when I thought in 2014 that I've done everything on TV. Now what?
Yeah.
So that was the time I took a break. I was like, let me take a break and explore theatre. Of course, there's not much money there, but you get to learn so much about yourself
Yeah.
as an actor because you're on your own.
Yeah.
You forget your dialogues, you are on your own. There's nobody coming on stage saying, cut and let's do it again. So it gives you that thrill. So
Yeah.
I'm very, very grateful and happy about the fact that, you know, I'm getting all these amazing opportunities, and OTT is killing it.
Yeah.
So I'm loving this phase. This is the best phase of my life.
Oh,
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. But, you know, since Munjya is the box office release, right? I mean, it's a
Yes.
theatrical release and box office numbers would eventually matter. I want to ask you, coming from your experience, do you feel an actor's craft somewhere down the line becomes subjective to the success of a film?
Well, I'll give you the best example for this. Right now, all the work that I'm doing for the last 2 years, since 2022, is because of Lal Singh. We did not get box office numbers,
Yeah.
but I got great shows because of that.
Yeah.
So I think an actor's talent never goes waste. It always gets noticed. I'm sure, see, the film in theaters did not do well, but when it came on Netflix, it just blew out of proportion.
Yeah.
And I think that is the time people got to see that, oh, she's doing this and that, you know, so let's give her this chance and let's, you know, let us explore this role with her. So I got many opportunities after Lal Singh. So I don't think box office changes your career graph. Yes, it gives you more popularity, it makes you more reachable, you reach out to more regions and places,
Yeah.
but otherwise as your talent, it never goes waste.
And you know, Sharvari, you have something completely polar opposite, which I want to ask. Since you mentioned your one film more, this is your second film, I want to ask you, how much importance are you giving to oscillating between, say, a longer screen space, you know, versus a very meaty role? Because both are important, I mean, if you ask me, and I want to know what's your take on that.
Honestly, for me, the first thing when I get a script or if I end up reading something, it's like, you know, sometimes, I don't know, like if you listen to a song, for example, it works very similarly, I guess, with actors and scripts. It's that what tugs at your heart,
Yeah.
you know, and the minute it does, and I'm not saying it has to be emotional, it could be funny, you know, it could be drama, it
Yeah.
could be thrilling, it could be all sorts of things, but it makes you feel something, anything, and when you feel that something, you know you want to do it, and I don't think an actor will say, okay, is it this much or is it this much or is it this much, you know, but if you feel something, you're going to jump, like you're going to be like, you know, I want to do this and I want to make it happen and I want to do this, because you're going to go on set every single day and you're going to put your heart and soul in it,
Yeah.
you know, and only then great performances come out. You're going to live a completely different life and a character, and it's not easy.
Yeah.
You know, it's not really just between action and cut.
True.
We really do put in everything that we have. We bring out our memories, we bring out our experiences, we try to take so much from our own personal lives as well. So I think that this feeling that you get is the most important. I don't think the length matters.
Yeah. You know, very early in my first film, 3 Idiots, Raju Hirani told me, Mona, no role is big or small. It's what you think of yourself as an actor.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, similarly, I mean, I had only a few scenes in Family Man. I shot for 3 or 4 days. But the immense love and gratitude
Yes.
I was
Yeah.
filled with
Yes.
after the appreciation which the character got, and having Samantha Prabhu and
Exactly.
Manoj
Manoj
Bajpayee
Bajpayee,
in
yeah.
the same series. It's great. I mean, content
Yeah,
really goes with it.
exactly.
And whatever people connect to is amazing. I mean, you could do wonders with just one scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I have to ask you personally, what kind of content do you consume?
Consume. I prefer to like shift from time to time. So whatever people suggest on
Easy. He's जो बोले मैं देख लेता हूँ.
That's
Okay,
perfect.
I'm reversing it and changing it. What kind of content would you like to do?
to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I would definitely like to explore. That's what I can say. Because as an actor, I mean, the kind of stuff I have also done, like from doing a film called Safed, where I
Yeah.
played a transgender, to Family Man, where I played a sleeper cell terrorist,
Everton,
and
Everton
Everton being a patriot, and then coming to Munjya, talking about Bittu, which is very sensible, kind of cute and naive, and a boy, then really transforming into like a man who's responsible towards his family and his love more. So I think I would surely like to do different things. So I don't know what I mean, I don't want to box it into any kind of a genre. That's one thing which I won't be happy doing, because I'm in my acting career now, especially for the reason that I could live different lives, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I think, and I don't want to box myself in any manner.
You know, lastly, before I wrap this up, I want to ask each one of you one common question. What's the most gratifying part about being an actor?
Most gratifying?
Yeah.
Well, that's a good question.
You see, when you're able to resonate with people, when people look up to you for the character that you played, I got that first validation while playing Jassi.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and
Big
then
time.
yeah,
Big time.
and then when Lal Singh came out on Netflix, a lot of people reached out to me and said that, oh, you know, during COVID we lost our parents. You know, we felt the same what you portrayed as a mother. So I was like overwhelmed with the kind of response I was receiving. Then in Made in Heaven, a lot of women who've been through domestic abuse, you know, reached out to me.
Yeah.
So I think that is the biggest gratification for an actor, when, you know, people start to resonate with you as to what you are playing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's the big one for me.
You know, Jassi was one character which made me believe that I'm going to also transform from an ugly duckling to a swan, because I had braces and choking in school. So I was like, मैं कैसे बनूंगी journalist? How am I going to do all this? And now I feel good. So yeah. Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
So you did that to me also. See, starting saying.
Kya baat.
Sharvari, coming to you, what's the most gratifying part? Maybe too soon, but I'm sure there's something that you hold close to you.
I think I would honestly speak from experience somewhere in just one film role, but I would say that Bunty Bubbly did release after COVID, and these were very serious times, but we had a fun film, and for whoever watched it, could forget the world for some time, you know, could forget what was happening around and just like have fun, just be there, have fun, laugh, I don't know, like just enjoy themselves and put a smile on their face at the end of 2 hours, you know, and just those 2 hours made a lot of people forget about COVID and forget about whatever worries they may have in life. And I think that I think that's the most gratifying feeling, and I really hope we get to do that with Munjya as well, because it is a horror comedy.
Yeah.
We want to scare people a little bit, but also
Make them laugh.
And let them just forget their worries. Yeah, just come to the theatre and just enjoy and just forget everything, because people's lives are very serious already.
Yeah, true.
Everyone has issues, but just come here and have a great time. And I think that's the most gratifying.
That's
we could
a
do
bit.
that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
absolutely.
you?
Sweetly, Jiana.
Yeah, what about you?
I don't know about like many things. I think money is a separate thing altogether.
But it is gratifying, huh?
No, it is gratifying. That's what I'm coming to. Money is a different thing.
Yeah.
But the love and the time and the emotion which people, you know, get to build that connection with you.
Yeah.
And even if it's a small message that comes up, like Jassi koi nahi hai, ma'am, you did wonders for me, like you.
Yeah.
I mean, it's small. It's a live example that you are saying it to her, that this is the most gratifying thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it itself, I could see this frame and I was like, wow, yeah. I mean, she's
That is
doing
true.
something that is affecting you in a way that you overcome your fears.
Absolutely.
Your
Insecurities, complexes.
insecurities and whatever. So I think anything that we actually as artists, as Shah Rukh Khan sir once said, that we artists have a tendency to go beyond things and make people see that this is the thing which is happening, and people usually can learn from that itself, not just by preaching, but we have a tendency, artists do have a tendency to go further than that, further than religion, further than sort of showing different things on screen. So I think that is the most gratifying thing, that we are on the artist side of the world and we are able to show what we can create and, you know, change it in some way or the other.
Lovely. Looking forward to Munjya.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Excited. Loved the trailer. Looking forward to the film as well. Thank you so much for your time. Lovely chatting with all of you.
Lovely.
Thank you.
So
Thank
sweet.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.